There's a great story in the Bible that gives us a great example for evangelization, which should be important to people of faith, but which is almost always, in my experience, gone about the wrong way. Which is why it's failed, of course, most of the time. So, what is this story? Nope, it's not even in the New Testament. It's in the Old Testament, in the book of Ruth. And basically, we see Naomi. Or wait, is it Naomi? The mom, the Jewish mom, who went with her husband and her two sons to the land of Moab and lived there because there was a famine in the land of Israel. Then when her husband and her two sons died, she went back to Israel. We don't know how long that was. But Naomi took her two daughters-in-law with her, right? But one of them went back to Moab, and the other one voluntarily went with Naomi back to Israel. And it's not necessarily the fact that she went back to Israel with her, although that's part of it. But the part that I want to point out is the part where she says, "Your God will be my God." Now, did Naomi try to convert her? Doubtful. What did she do? She just loved her for however long she was her mother-in-law. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, who knows, right? The story doesn't say. And Ruth voluntarily chose Naomi's God. Naomi didn't have to give her 4 spiritual laws or give her a tract or go knock on her door and try to convert her, have a Bible study. None of that stuff. And sometimes those things are okay. I'm not saying they're completely ineffective, just mostly. So what was it that caused Ruth to voluntarily choose Naomi's God? Well, I believe it was this. Because Naomi showed Ruth a picture of God that was so beautiful and so endearing and so loving and so real to her life for the long term on a consistent basis that Ruth was like, "Your God is my God. Whoever your God is, he's mine." No tracts, no 4 spiritual laws, no knocking on doors. None of that stuff. Probably didn't even invite her to church. Of course, I'm guessing here, right? But I seriously doubt it. All there was a lifetime of love between the two of them. Maybe not a lifetime, but you know what I mean. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, however long it was. Consistent love. And at the end of it all, Ruth says what she says, "I want your God. Whoever this God is, I want him." That's effective evangelism right there, boy. So, maybe, just maybe, Instead of giving people the 4 spiritual laws, or handing out tracts, or surreptitiously leaving them sitting around where people can find them, or knocking on doors, or all this other stuff, we could just try living in love with people. And then people might go, wow, who's your God? I really want to know him. Just some thoughts. And of course, the same can be said for evangelizing your own kids. Instead of forcing them to read Bible verses and go to Sunday school and go to church and toe the party line, rather. How about if we just loved our kids well, consistently, for the first 18 years of their life? And then I bet you they would voluntarily say, wow, Mom, wow, Dad, I want your God. Real love makes a difference, people. It's always real love that makes a difference.